Okay, so first of course you need to label the flask, and also you need to put the stir bar in, which I'm doing right here. Make sure to do this before everything else. Then what you want to do is you want to take the required mass of each solute and weigh it out. I only showed one, which is the only one, is this one right here, and use a weighing boat and just make sure you get the right weight. Use a second weighing boat to discard any unused. Don't put it back in. So it said 4.93 grams. I was looking for around 3.3. So I'm going to take some out and put it back into the other weighing boat. So you can see I'm kind of just scooping it out and then putting it into the other weighing boat. Just don't put any back in. Then looks like I hit 3.57. Just going to go down a little bit more. Put some back on. And finally, I think I reached 3.32. So now you want to add the rest. I just skipped that because it's the same steps. After adding everything, add the water. I was doing 100 milliliters, so I got a graduated cylinder, and I measured out 100 milliliters, and I put it in to the container. Then if you're adding any liquid solute, so I added some 50% glycerol. I just did the math, and I needed around 600 microliters, so I added that before stirring. And then I began to stir it on the plate. So just turn up the stir setting, don't touch the heat. We don't need any heat for this part. And just make sure the stir bar is not hitting the sides. Now we need to start calibrating the pH meter. So first you want to turn it on like this. Um, and you'll see there's a little storage unit. You want to be able to remove that. This is the pH 7 and pH 10 for the calibration. And this is the hydrochloric acid for bringing it down, and sodium hydroxide for bringing the pH up. This is the DI water that you're going to use to clean it. So first you just want to start with unscrewing the um, cap, or the bottom part I guess, off of the electrode. And yeah, just unscrew it. You should hold the top like I am right here, and just unscrew it like that. I just realized that now. And once the bottom part is off, then you can remove the top part, like that. And just close it back up. And then you can put that to the side for storage after we adjust the pH. So then you want to take your DI water, put it over this little capturing beaker that I used, and just spray water on it to get all the storage buffer off. After this, you want to take some Kim wipes. These are VWR wipes, which personally I like Kim wipes better. Anyway, just dry them off, or dry the electrode off. Just get any water off, and now we are ready for the calibration. Okay, so now to begin our calibration, so we want to click the cal button on the pH meter, and then it'll say cal 1, which just is the first point that we'll be calibrating our pH meter at. So we'll start with 7 pH. So just pretty much what you want to do is insert the cathode or electrode into into the um, the pH 7 solution. Then you have to wait for a second. Just wait pretty much until you see that the pH has stopped moving and it says that it's ready for the next point. I just realized, or I just noticed that here. Then you remove it. It will keep moving, but that's okay. It will only be able to calibrate it once it reaches one of the points, which is 7, 10, and I believe 4. But I was not doing 4 here, I was just doing 7 and 10. Of course, you have to clean it after the use. Every single use of it, after just clean it, to make sure you don't transfer any of the old um, liquid or solution that you measured into the new one that you're measuring. So yeah, I'm cleaning it, and make sure when you're cleaning or drying, you want to basically do light taps because of the electrode is very uh, what's the word for it? Oh yeah, fragile. Anyway, so now I'm gonna do the pH 10. So just same thing, just put it in and then wait for it to say 10. This is actually 10.01, so it will be 10.01, but it will still give the same results. This one took a bit longer. I don't know why, but it did. But eventually it should stop at 10.01. There it is now. So it stopped at 10.01. And of course, you want to click the measure button to get out of the calibrate. I watched it after, of course, just I did not record it this time. So now to measure the pH of our media. So, of course, wash it. I just didn't record it like I said before. And then click the measure button, and it'll start measuring. And you just want to put it in and just wait until the pH stops moving, just kind of like you do with the calibrate. Yeah, so just wait till the pH stops moving, and then eventually it'll be 8.34, which is what I got for my first measurement. So I started. So of course I documented down 8.34. Just pretty much do that. Just document every step you take. So for example, I wrote 8.34, and then I think I decided to add 3 milliliters of hydrochloric acid, which I'll show in a second after I finish cleaning this. So I added that, and then basically for my second step, what I would write is just the new pH that I got, and then however much I was going to add again. And of course, if that was my last step and I actually got to the pH that I desired, then I would just say done. So now I've cleaned it. Again, the light taps, just don't want to damage the electrode. And now I take my hydrochloric acid solution. This is 1 molar. Um, and then I take the serological pipette. I used a 10 milliliter serological pipette. I'm probably not going to need over 10 milliliters because of how small the volume is of my media. So I just put it on, make sure I can see the measurements. I'm just kind of spinning it right now. Um, so yeah, it's on now. And then I just take however much hydrochloric acid I think I need. Of course, I can kind of experiment right now. This is my first one, so I can kind of set it as the example for the rest of my measurements. So I take out 10, I believe, but then I kind of said never mind. So I drop back 5, or yeah, and then if I can, there we go. I added it into the media. And then after adding it, oh, wrong cap. After adding it, then I of course cleaned it and just stirred it. Okay, so after stirring, I brought it back, and of course I cleaned it so I don't get any of before I added the hydrochloric acid into the new one. So I measure it again, and let's see what value I get. So it looks like I got 6.94, which had dropped pretty decent amount, but of course I need to add more. So um, I cleaned it, stirred it, did everything, washed it, whatever I needed to do. And then I added just a little bit more. I think that's 2 milliliters. So yeah, so I added the 2 milliliters in. Of course, stirred it after this. So then I measure it after stirring it. Like I said again, just clean it. And let's see what value I get. So it looks like I got something. Um, just wait for me to show it. There we go. Looks like I got 5.46, which I still need to bring that down a little bit. I'm looking for a pH of 5, probably with maybe zero point 0.1 pH error. So it's from basically 4.9 to 5.1. I just take, oh yeah, I took very little this time. Very scared to adjust it too much, so I added that, and then stirred it, discard the thing, tip. Okay, so after doing that, I checked the pH again, and I'll just see what I get. Hopefully it's an acceptable value. So it looks like I got a 5.33. I do believe after this I changed it a little bit, but not that much. Just brought it down to about 5.1. So here's the secondary container. Basically you just want to put any media into the secondary container before turning on the autoclave. Then you click the media setting on the autoclave, and then click it again, just like this, to turn it on. And yeah, um, so pretty much you just want to wait now. It'll take approximately an hour. Sometimes it does underestimate, and actually most might over or underestimates and takes over an hour. So do expect a slight wait. And while you're doing that, or while that's happening, you can clean up, do whatever you need to do. Um, for cleaning up the pH meter, just pretty much ensure that you screw the cap back on, and of course wash it before you screw the cap back on, and that's really all you need to do. So here's what the media should look like coming out of the autoclave. The higher pHs may look a bit more cloudy, but the lower pHs should be more clear. Um, but that really depends on what type of media you're making. Um, I had to pour this inside of the biosafety cabinet, which I could not get any footage of. But pretty much after you take it out, you want to ensure that you um, use heat-resistant gloves to not get burned because this is going to come out pretty hot. Um, you may have to kind of shield your body because there's going to be a hot blast of air coming out once you lower the jacket, which you want to do first. And then using the heat-resistant gloves, take the flasks out of the media. Carefully, don't hold it by the cap because if you left it loose, then it will fall, obviously. So take it, take them to a hot plate, stirring hot plate, and stir it to cool it down evenly to ensure that the solidifying and cooling happens completely evenly and doesn't start solidifying only on the outside. And once it's cool enough to handle just with gloves, I mean, you should wait 15 minutes and then probably feel it out, just see how long you can bear it. And I had to take mine obviously to the biosafety cabinet, so that's what I did. So I just took it to the biosafety cabinet. I sprayed some ethanol on my hands and kind of rubbed it on them, and then put it into the biosafety cabinet. And I did the same for my hands. For the plates, in theory, they should be sterile already. And you don't want to get any ethanol inside of the plates because then that could harm the bacteria. So I kind of just cut it and sprayed my hands with the ethanol, let it evaporate, and then took the plates out and put them into the biosafety cabinet. Um, and then I poured. Again, I couldn't get any footage of this, but I can explain it in depth as much as possible. So pretty much I put it in a stack of three. um, I made sure that the larger portion of the plate was on the top so that it can open, and the bottom is where the media will be sitting. So I opened it pretty much, I poured it in, and I closed the bottom one, and then for the second one I just opened it, um, poured it, closed it, and then top one, opened it, poured it, closed it, and just try not to get the stir bar inside, because obviously you don't want the stir bar inside of one of your plates, and once it's in there you can't get it out anymore. So yeah. And then after pouring, I mean, you're pretty much done. You just really have to let it solidify. Generally should take like 10 to 20 minutes, but to be safe you could leave it longer just to make sure you don't get any liquid and you don't have any spills or it gets splashes on the sides or anything like that. So once it's completely solidified and you've confirmed that it's solidified, you can pretty much flip it over. That's how we want to keep the plates, just flipped over inside of the refrigerator. Place it into the 4 degrees Celsius storage, and I used a rubber band to just hold mine together. So I just placed it into there, and that was it. To clean the biosafety cabinet, pretty much I just sprayed um, the isopropyl alcohol onto a paper towel and just rubbed the entire thing down. Um, and for the medias, some of them solidified, which you can just use a little brush to just clean all the solidified agar out. And after that, just to finish it all off, you can just close the glass on the biosafety cabinet, click the UV, and just to let that sterilize. And that is it.